At the beginning of the story, two brothers are held captive by Japanese soldiers. After crossing the river, the soldiers release them and give them some food, telling them to share it. As the younger boy reaches out to take the food, a sudden explosion tears his body apart. Years later, the surviving brother grows up, determined to avenge his brother's death. One day, he secretly throws a fake grenade into a Japanese army cab. The soldiers panic and flee the camp. As soon as they step outside, Korean snipers shoot them all. Meanwhile, Wong enters their camp and finds a terrified Japanese boy hiding. Seeing him, Wong remembers his younger brother. He spares the boy and writes his army's name on the wall with his own blood, warning the Japanese that Korea will no longer remain their slave. We then see Japan's commander-in-chief Yasukawa Jiro skinning a live tiger. Suddenly, the tiger revives. Yasukawa, unfazed, immediately kills it. When he learns that Koreans attacked their camp, he orders his men to eliminate them. His army arrives at a village and forces the villagers out of their homes. Anyone who tries to escape is instantly killed, while the remaining villagers are brought before Commander Roshi. Roshi orders the village headman to step forward. As soon as the headman stands, Roshi points a gun at his head and demands to know who attacked their camp the previous day. Realizing they will all die regardless, the headman orders everyone to run. He grabs the commander's revolver and shoots himself. The villagers flee, but the ruthless soldiers hunt them down and kill the defenseless people. They spare no one. Children, the elderly, and even pregnant women are slaughtered. In that moment, Ariyoshi notices a kite flying in the sky. He fires at it, causing a child to run in fear. Ariyoshi shoots the child in the back. His sister, hiding in the fields, rushes to her fallen brother. As she weeps over him, the Japanese soldiers laugh at her pain. Meanwhile, the commander draws his sword and performs his signature dance before slicing the child's throat. But a sniper shoots him, killing several soldiers. Snipers hidden in the jungle unleash heavy fire. Realizing they are surrounded, the commander retreats with his men. The snipers pursue them, killing as many as possible. During the chase, Wong's rifle jams and he tries to fix it. Sensing an opportunity, the commander sends a soldier to kill him. Wong decapitates the attacker with one strike. Seeing this, the commander escapes. Wang then brings the Japanese boy to the villagers so he can witness the cruelty of his own people. One captured Japanese soldier says, "Join us. You will live a life of honor in our empire." Hearing this, Wang angrily cuts off the soldier's private parts. He then questions the army captain about their mission. Terrified, the remaining soldiers quickly reveal the truth. They say Yasukawa sent them to find a man who would be passing through this village. Hearing this, Wang understands that these soldiers want to kill that man, so he decides to protect him at all costs. Meanwhile, Yasukawa marches with his army toward Mount Hwan. He has captured a Korean freedom fighter and kept him alive only to guide the way. When Yasukawa reaches the village, he sees the bodies of his men lying everywhere. He cannot believe that a few ordinary farmers managed to kill so many soldiers. He decides to go to Mount Hwan and eliminate everyone who rebelled against the Japanese Empire. He asks the prisoner for directions to Mount Han, and the prisoner points him toward the correct path. Meanwhile, we see the man the entire Japanese army wants to kill. Lee Jinson's mission is to transport a large amount of money to the Bongo-dong Valley to purchase more weapons, but the Japanese have already learned of his presence. Just as Lee prepares to move with the money, the Japanese ambush him. The villagers risk their lives to help him escape, because getting the money to Bongo-dong is crucial. Lieutenant Kusanagi pursues Lee with his troops. While fleeing, Lee encounters Wang's men on the path. Kusanagi moves forward stealthily, but he quickly realizes that danger is ahead, so he orders his men to retreat. He has surrounded the area and does not want the Koreans to discover his position. He plans to attack at dawn. Meanwhile, Jang Ha asks Lee about his sister after receiving troubling news. Lee reveals that a girl traveling with him is actually Jang Ha's sister. He then takes an urn filled with ashes from his bag and tells Jang Ha that his sister is no longer alive. The urn contains the ashes of those who were burned alive by the Japanese. A girl accompanying Lee gives Jang Ha her sister's ring, explaining that she held it tightly until the moment she was burned to death. Her last wish was to give this to you. Jang Ha is devastated and filled with hatred toward the Japanese. Meanwhile, Kusanagi informs Yasukawa that the Koreans are hiding on a mountaintop. They discuss their next move when Ariyoshi arrives in extremely poor condition. Seeing him, Yasukawa is furious and says, "These people are staining the name of the Japanese Empire. Was losing to those peasants not enough that you would flee in fear? You should be ashamed." Ariyoshi insists that the enemy is not an ordinary farmer and is trained to fight. But Yasukawa tells him that when the report is sent to headquarters, it will not explain anything. It will simply say that the Japanese were defeated by ordinary farmers. Ariyoshi is deeply humiliated. The prisoner is brought before the soldiers. Yasukawa promises to spare the villagers' lives if the prisoner reveals where the freedom fighters are heading. But even after the man reveals everything, Yasukawa kills them. Meanwhile, we see Yukio, the Japanese boy, angrily throw away the food offered to him. This enrages the Korean boy and he begins beating him. He drags Yukio to the girl whose brother was killed by Japanese soldiers. Yukio sees her crying and remembers his brother, but she still cooks food for everyone so that no one remains hungry. She even cooks food for Yukio, which he had thrown away. Jang Ha, already burning with anger, aims his gun at Yukio, intending to kill him. But Wang intervenes and stops him, saying, "If you kill him, what difference will there be between them and us?" Hearing this, Jang Ha punches Wang, shocking everyone, as he had never raised his his hand on him before. After the situation calms down, the girl approaches Yukio and offers him food, saying, "Eat this. You must live. And when you return to your country, tell them everything you witnessed here." That night, the Koreans celebrate with great enthusiasm, knowing it might be their last night. They understand that only the money must reach Bongo-dong the next day. Most of them know they will likely die in the upcoming battle. Some Japanese soldiers secretly watch them from a distance. The next morning, they report to Yasukawa that more than 40 people are hiding there. When Yasukawa learns they captured one of his young soldiers, he orders them to bring her back safely, impressed by her bravery. Meanwhile, Wang hands Lee the entire sum of money and tells him to deliver it to Bongo-dong at all costs. Jang assigns a boy to lead all the children and instructs him to take them to the valley through another route. The remaining men are tasked with distracting the Japanese army. Yasukawa is planning the attack when Arayoshi arrives and demands to lead the assault. Yasukawa becomes furious. He cuts off one of Arayoshi's fingers and orders him to capture the Koreans and bring them back before the blood dries, or he will lose his finger forever. Yukio advances with them. Because his hands are tied, he cannot climb the cliff. The Korean boy frees him. Upon reaching the top, they all drink water, and after a brief conversation, Yukio and the boy begin to bond. But they do not know that Japanese soldiers are waiting ahead. As soon as one of the girls strays a little too far, the soldiers capture her and immediately open fire, fearing she might escape. But Yukio, siding with the Koreans, orders them to stop shooting and stands in front of her. He says, "Leave this girl alone. She does not belong with them." But the soldiers ignore him and take both of them away. The boy whom Jang Ha tasked with evacuating all the children runs back and reports that Yukio has been captured. He is about to grab his weapon and fight, but Jang Ha stops him, saying, "This mistake of yours will ruin the entire plan." They then see Arayoshi standing just a short distance away, so much so that they could see each other clearly. After this, their entire battalion attacks the Koreans. Meanwhile, Yukio is brought before Yasukawa. Yasukawa asks him, "You are so young. Why did you leave school and join the army?" Yukio replies that he wanted to help strengthen the Japanese empire and to understand how the world views them. Yasukawa then asks, "Tell me, what did you feel after coming here?" Yukio says that he feels ashamed. He is ashamed of the way his people treated the Koreans. Hearing this, Yasukawa feels disturbed. Unable to tolerate criticism of his empire, Yasukawa tells Yukio to watch his words and says, "I'll forget what you just said. Just do not say anything like this outside." But Yukio refuses to remain silent. Yasukawa hands him a knife and tells him that he must pay with his life. Filled with shame, Yukio picks up the knife without hesitation and stabs himself in the stomach, sacrificing his life. Meanwhile, a grenade lands in their camp, forcing everyone to run. But when Yukio examines it closely, he realizes the grenade is fake. Just then, Wang arrives and takes him away. Meanwhile, a Japanese soldier attempts to assault a Korean woman when Yukio intervenes and attacks him. Even after being wounded, the soldier manages to stab Yukio several times with his knife. Meanwhile, Wang reaches the prisoner the Japanese had constantly forced to give directions. They had tortured him brutally, and Wang feels pity for him, but the man stops him and says, "Leave me here. Being captured by them is part of our plan. If you take me away, we will never defeat them." Wang realizes that Jang Ha and the prisoner had arranged everything beforehand. He leaves him there, but promises to return for him. After chasing the Koreans for a long time, Arayoshi sees them splitting into two groups. Before he realizes he has been deceived, they move too far apart. He can only go after one group, so he immediately begins pursuing Wang. The soldiers fire at them, and one bullet hits the urn, spilling all the ashes onto the ground. Everyone rushes to gather them. Seeing this, Wang becomes furious and begins killing every enemy he encounters. Yukio and the girl run to meet Lee, who then takes them all toward Bongo-dong. Wang frees Yukio and tells them, "You are free now. Leave this place and do not get caught." While Wang is collecting the ashes, Arayoshi and his men attack them. Meanwhile, Jang Ha is being chased by the entire Japanese army. He climbs a hill while dodging their bullets. The others also head in the same direction. Jang Ha, being the fastest, reaches the top first and begins removing stones from a stone grave. It turns out they had hidden a machine gun there months ago for this very day. As soon as he pulls it out, Jang Ha unleashes a stream of bullets on the enemy, killing every soldier attempting to climb up. Seeing the situation turning against him once again, Arayoshi flees the battlefield. Meanwhile, Kusanagi sees Lee fleeing with the money. He asks one of his soldiers, "Can you shoot him from a distance?" No sooner had he said this than the soldier fires a shot, hitting Lee squarely in the back. They pursue him, but this time Lee does not run. Instead, he stands his ground and fires at them. However, they soon catch him and kill him. Upon searching, they discover he does not have the money. They then turn to pursue the children. Jang Ha decides to go alone toward Bongo-dong, while the others help distract the enemy. Meanwhile, they notice that the children carrying the money have reached a dead end. Kusanagi immediately realizes it is as a trap. If we go down, we will surely be killed. They will have to attack from above, and they must seize the funds at all costs, he thinks. Seeing the children alone, Wang understands that Li is no longer with them, but circumstances leave him no time to mourn. As per his plan, Zhang Ha sets off alone toward Bongo Dong. When Kusanagi sees him fleeing, he is momentarily confused about which of the two to chase, but noticing the cloth tied around Zhang Ha's shoulder, he immediately recognizes their captain. His entire army focuses on killing Zhang Ha. Meanwhile, Ariyoshi waits in ambush for the children to arrive. Little does he know they are surrounded. Suddenly, the children attack, killing many of his soldiers. Kusanagi realizes that all they need to do is eliminate their captain. One of his snipers begins moving toward Zhang Ha. When Yang sees this, he runs to stop him. Zhang Ha is now in the sniper's sights, and the sniper is in Yang's sights. But instead of saving himself, Yang shoots the sniper. In the next moment, Yang is killed. Zhang Ha is badly injured, but he does not stop and continues moving forward. Meanwhile, Wang sees Yasukawa approaching with his entire battalion to finish them off. Wang knows it is crucial to save the man they are protecting, but then he realizes it is too late. The man has been dragged away and killed before their eyes. After the enemy leaves, Wang reaches the man and sees that he is still alive. Before dying, he tells Wang, "Bongo Dong has no men left. If you have not found anyone yet, it means our army has retreated. You must retreat as well, because whether this plan succeeds or not, Zhang Ha's death is certain." This truth shocks Wang deeply. However, Zhang Ha had known all this beforehand. That is why he went alone. Soon the man dies. Afterwards, Wang runs toward Zhang Ha to save him. Meanwhile, Zhang Ha continues forward on his suicide mission. He knows that no matter what, the Japanese will never make the mistake of entering Bongo Dong. Therefore, he must hold them back there, giving his army time to attack. Zhang Ha, defending himself, enters a house and retrieves a large number of weapons. The enemies have surrounded him, and they throw a grenade inside, severely injuring him. Kusanagi was about to kill him when Wang attacked. They kill everyone, and in the end, only Kusanagi remains. Yang wants to shoot him, but Wang stops him and throws his sword, giving him a chance to fight. They exchange swords. However, Wang's blade breaks and pierces Kusanagi's neck, killing him. Zhang Ha says, "You guys leave. I have to complete my mission." But Wang explains, "There is no mission now. No one will come to our aid here." Before they can recover, a barrage of artillery rains down on them. Wang understands that the main army has arrived as they possess the artillery. Now there is no escape. They must rely on their last strength to push toward Bongo Dong Valley, hoping someone might still be there to help. They somehow advance, dodging the Japanese attacks, but fear of death is visible in their eyes. When Yasukawa arrives, he is furious at the sight before him. Wang, standing at a distance, mocks him and his battalion, daring them to come closer. Yasukawa, enraged, orders his entire army to kill them. The soldiers pursue them and open fire, killing many. The water ahead slows their progress, and more are killed by the Japanese. They run out of ammunition, leaving them no choice but to keep running. A cannonball lands near Wang, severely wounding him. Zhang Ha is no longer able to walk, but instead of giving up, Wang lifts him onto his shoulder and continues onward. Hundreds of Japanese soldiers pursue them like hunters and soon reach the valley. Wang reaches Bongo Dong, but looks around and sees no one there. Everyone has already left. There's no point in running further, so he sits quietly, waiting for death. Suddenly, a shell falls nearby, severely injuring them. One of Zhang Ha's legs is blown off. Wang quickly stops the bleeding and urges him to regain consciousness, but Zhang Ha remains unresponsive. Tears fill their eyes as their sacrifice seems in vain. Soon, the Japanese army reaches them. Everyone cries and pleads for help, but no one comes. Wang, determined to fight to his last breath, takes up his sword and confronts them alone. Meanwhile, Yasukawa, riding his horse, rushes toward him, determined to kill him. Before he can reach Wang, someone shoots the horse's legs, sending it crashing to the ground. When Yasukawa stands up, he realizes he is surrounded. Wang looks around and sees he is not alone. No one has abandoned him. Freedom fighters from across the country are still waiting for him. Yasukawa realizes he is trapped. Before he can react further, bullets rain down from all sides. His soldiers are killed one by one. They tried to flee, but it was too late. Their commander's arrogance had led them to their doom. Soon, all the freedom fighters landed on the ground and attacked. Seeing everyone abandon the field, Yasukawa became furious and urged them to fight. But everyone turned their backs on the enemy and fled. Wang moved forward to confront Yasukawa and threw a grenade at him. Yasukawa thought it was fake, but this time it truly exploded. The two fought, but Wang was no match for Yasukawa's swordsmanship. He attacked Yasukawa so many times that his eyes nearly popped out. But then Wang remembered he was not a monster like him. He told Yasukawa to stop spreading hatred among his people and to return to his country. He urged him to save them from the hatred of dictators. Despite his words, Yasukawa refused to listen. Wang was forced to kill him. Soon, the remaining Japanese soldiers surrendered to the Korean army, something they would never have done if Yasukawa had continued to provoke them. Meanwhile, we see Ariyoshi, whose mental balance is slightly shaken. He was running when he saw a man on the road who asked, "Where are you going? There's no way ahead." The Korean army captures him too. We learn that the old man was none other than the commander of the Korean Independence Army, who had planned everything. Wang falls at the commander's feet, overwhelmed with gratitude, because it was his leadership that gave the entire country the courage to stand against the Japanese. The commander tells him, "It took a lot of courage to come this far, a courage not everyone possesses. says, "I am proud of you." These words feel like a reward for Wang. It is as if the purpose of the entire battle has been fulfilled in those words. The next day, the commander pays tribute to all the martyrs, honoring their bravery and sacrifice. When he searches his bag, he finds a Korean flag inside, bringing tears to everyone's eyes. Finally, we see the same flag preserved in a Korean museum for the past 100 years. With this, the story ends. I hope you enjoyed this movie. Subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. See you in another video. Thank you for watching.